When I was playing, I never thought I'd ever do anything after I was done playing. But I think, that's as you grow up and you go into different phases of life, you realize that there's more to it than a player. I was a player, and that was my identity for a lot of years. All of a sudden, you get out and you're away and you play golf for a few years, and you realize there's more to life than that. And for me, baseball was my whole life. That's all I've ever done. So for me now, I put my glove away and the player side's gone. But if I can mentor or help one or two guys, that's really fulfilling for me. I still think there has to be a fair balance. I think old school is always going to play out in baseball and sports. I mean, I don't think sports is something you can just put numbers into like a Walmart situation or that type of business. Athletes are still athletes. They're still human beings. There's still the brains involved, and especially at the highest level, the greatest players are the strongest mentally. So you have to take that in consideration when making moves. But I think sabermetrics, obviously, and they've proven that, has definitely been a positive part. And the organizations that do it best, Oakland being kind of the franchise that was groundbreaking when it came to this. I think you'll talk to most athletes when their career's over, that's what they miss. They don't necessarily miss the game as much because it's really hard, but they miss coming to the ballpark every day and kind of having a safe haven to bounce things off, and it's almost like a family. You're a family for 6 months. What separates the minor league players from the big league players, or a big league player from a big league star, is the mental side. And some guys are going to have more talent than you. I came up and, man, when I was 21 years old, 22 years old, I thought I was the cat's meow, and I walked onto a team that had Ken Griffey Jr. on it, who was the same age as me. And all of a sudden I'm thinking, I'm good, and I'm watching this guy. It's the greatest player I've ever seen. I'm like, I couldn't imagine being that good. I'm not quite old enough for them not to remember me, but I'm on the, some of the younger players, I think sometimes they'll pretend to remember me. But it's funny, but you know what, the game is still the game. And it's been a long time, but I was in AA one time. And, the game's changed. It's a little different now. I mean, I didn't have a cage this nice. But it's still the clubhouse, and it's still baseball. I don't think that'll ever change. I think the end game for me is I want to manage. But we'll see where it takes me. I did a little bit of scouting this year, which is different. The evaluation process, I do like that process. I think there's something to it. I think there's something to be said for reading people and what's going on inside.